Welcome to Marketing 120's final project. Please listen to this video in its entirety as I will go over some of the project-specific expectations this semester. This video is recorded for spring 2017. If you're watching this for a different semester, please refer to your own PDF file for dates that will obviously be a little bit different. This project gives you an opportunity to create a product or an idea, as a product or service that a company could actually use. Then you're going to use everything that you've learned this semester in the modules and in the textbook to develop and create a marketing plan and enhance your own marketing skills. So basically you're going to take an idea, either something that already exists out there and you think you can improve it, or something that you don't think exists out there, some product that you think you could use or other people could use, and market it to me. The marketing, or not necessarily to me, to somebody, market it to its target market. The marketing strategy should include each of these things: a product, a place of distribution, promotion, marketing and market research, and price. Each of these elements are found in our course, as well as certain chapters in your textbook. So if you're having a hard time answering any of these questions, refer to those chapters in the textbook in order for you to develop that part of your paper. The first two sections, the product and the place distribution, are due with the very important mini deadline of April 5th. These two pieces, the product and the place distribution, must be submitted and approved by me before you can submit the rest of your project. So if you go all the way down to the bottom, let me make this very clear, you will see under due dates, those first two sections are due April 5th. You will submit them in Moodle under the project tab. I will read through them and either approve or request revisions of your product or idea. And I will also give you some feedback to help you develop your project further to be successful. If I do not approve your project idea, you will need to resubmit it no later than April 26th. But just because I approve it doesn't mean everything's great. So look at the feedback, make sure that you read it carefully. I encourage all students to come to meet with me or find a time to speak on the phone with me to kind of make sure that you're clear going forward and how to make your project successful. If you do not submit the first two sections by April 5th, you will receive a score of 0 for this portion of timely submission of mini deadline. Please know that if it has not been approved, you cannot submit it. I will not accept your project. You have another date, April 26th, that you can submit your idea to me. So if you miss the April 5th deadline, you have until April 26th to receive approval for your project idea. After April 26th, if I have not seen your product idea, it will not be accepted. You will receive a 0 for the entire project. It is very important that I pre-approve your idea and that I feel that it is appropriate for this course. Going up here to some of the different things. The first two sections, as I mentioned, product and place distribution. I want to know, tell me about the product. What made you come up with the idea? How are you going to name your product, and tell me why? Look at the things that we cover in chapters 10, 11, and 12. How are you going to package the product? If you look at 10, 11, and 12, those are product decisions. Those chapters talk about product concepts, developing and managing your products, and some of the services and nonprofit organizational marketing. So if you're using a service instead of a product, you'll want to pay special attention to chapter 12. And place and distribution, I want you to understand what type of channel of distribution you're going to use to get your product to the market. This is your supply chain management and marketing channels. You find all your information about marketing channels in chapter 13. I want to know the length of your channel, the width of your channel. Where can consumers find your product? Now we're going to also get into retailing. What type of retail store? How are you going to communicate this product to us? Promotion, what's your product's image? How will you communicate your message to the market? Do you have a social cause? How will this help this cause? And what type of advertising will you use? I actually want to see your advertising in this section. I want to see your product slogan and either a poster, which is not an ideal submission, storyboard, or commercial. If you use a poster, I want it to look professional. I don't want it to look like you submitted it for a middle school project with a hand-drawn submission. That would be, well, if I drew it, it would be quite ugly and not something that you would submit. But if you have a great artistic niche and you can draw something great that you would actually envision yourself spending thousands of dollars to replicate to the consumer, then that would be a different story. Most students opt for a commercial or an electronic storyboard. The commercial, if you choose to do that, you can upload it on YouTube and then share it with me. The market and marketing research, I want to understand who your primary target market is and how you're going to make sure that your product is viable. You're going to actually have to collect data. You can do this through a survey. There are a lot of free survey softwares out there where you can ask potential customers whether they would buy the product and what types of things they would like about the product. Think about everything we're learning in product research. I want you to show me the data that you collected, and if the data isn't the way that you expected it to come out, I want you to explain to me how you chose to modify your product given this data collection. Now, obviously, you don't have a crystal ball, and you may think that the survey results are going to be one way, and they may be a different way. So be honest about it. Tell me the questions that you asked, the number of people that you asked, and how you adjusted your product based on that. I can promise you that asking 10 or 15 people is not adequate research. You should know from English 112, you need to have ample research. So if you're having a hard time with this, I encourage you to reach out to social media, reach out into the community to gather people to survey, especially your target market. Please identify within that survey if the people who are answering are part of your target market or not. If you're marketing something to young mothers, for example, and you're asking old farmers, maybe that's not going to be your target market. So you need to find a way to identify that. There are a lot of online places like SurveyMonkey and online sources. What is it? Doodle is another one. You can collect surveys online, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can share it through social media or go to local businesses. And then pricing. What is the price? What is your pricing strategy? There is an entire chapter dedicating to pricing concepts in chapter 19 of the 10th edition of the book. There are chapters 19 and 20, or 20 and 21 if you are using the 9th edition of the book. So fully explore all the pricing concepts. Is this a situation where you want two-part pricing, flexible pricing, bait pricing? There's a lot of strategies out there that you should be familiar with by the end of the semester. Predatory pricing, explain what your strategy is and why. Each section has a different point allocation for a total of 200 points. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to use this as an opportunity to come see me or to call me and make sure you're on the right track. I hope you have fun with it. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your creative ideas, and I will definitely help you wherever I can. Thank you.